To BrokeN Boys. This is episode 56. I'm Colin.
And I'm Mike.
It's been a while since we've recorded. A couple weeks.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a long time for us, even though you guys got an episode last week.
Yep.
But that was edited and filmed by our good buddy John, who was also in the video, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
hot man. It's a hot man right there.
Hunk of
and you got to
man.
see him for the first time.
Yeah. But yeah, he did a great job editing, and took a load off our backs for a week. Yeah. And that episode we also filmed literally 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah, almost like a month ago.
Yeah, because I was looking through, because we're gonna talk about our monthly roundup of stuff. And the first new thing I listened to this month was a Post Malone record for that episode. I was like, "What the fuck? That is weird."
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just worked 6 hours. So.
Yeah, you had a bit of a long day.
Yep. I woke up for class this morning. Had a test in which I had to write 2 short answer questions and a whole essay in 50 minutes.
Fun.
I finished a little early, but I promise you it's not good. And then I went to lunch with Mike, and then I went right to work. Yeah, you should be sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Okay. All right, guys, this is the end of the podcast.
And then I worked for 6 hours, and now I'm here.
Then he drove 30 minutes here.
Yep. And I drive 30 minutes back, and then I worked for 8 hours both days of the weekend. So, having a good time.
Yep.
Having a grand old time.
Sounds like it.
Grand old flag.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise the week's been fine. I worked every single day last week, which I wanted to kill myself. And I'm about there at that point still. So goodbye.
No. You gotta. What is there to look forward to? What's coming? You gotta wait for my album.
You're right. You're right. What is there to look forward to? Oh no!
It's like something straight up. What was that show that we watched last week? That fucking Adult Swim.
Smiling Friends.
Yeah, we watched. He still came over last week. We watched a show with Vince or Smiling Friends.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Sounds like some shit that'd be in there. Just like, what is there to look for?
What's there to look forward to? Yeah, worked every single day last week. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Had a couple days off this week, and now I'm back on my grind, I guess.
Back on the grind. Yeah.
I was working the other day, and I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but I had a customer, when I told him to have a good one, he said, "Enjoy it while you still can."
That's right.
So
that reminds me of... It was... I got this in my flashbacks the other day. It was 2 years ago from the day. I had a fortune cookie on March 12th that said, "Enjoy yourself while you still can." And the COVID stuff was just ramping up at that point. I could show you that afterwards if you want.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, huh. That kind of stuck. Did he plant a bomb? Is he gonna kill me after I leave?
Enjoy your last few moments, sir.
Right. Who the fuck says that?
I don't know. Definitely someone you would meet at a gas station. I could say that.
Any other? I got a couple things happened last week. I got rejected for a dorm next year, so I got to figure something out with that. because Mike doesn't want to live with me. Mike likes Vince more than me. So that's fun. I'm just ready for school to be fucking over. Yeah. Very tired.
Yeah.
And then there was this one moment last week where we were walking on the quad, and there were a couple people like there were some people like handing out flyers and stuff like that.
It was really nice out at the time.
Yeah,
too.
It was super nice.
It was good vibes all around.
It was a Thursday afternoon, nice and sunny. It was real warm. Didn't have to wear a jacket that day. I was walking to my class. Mike was about to leave, and this guy was like handing out flyers. Nobody's going up to him, so it's like, I'll be nice and grab something from him.
Yeah, he was saying like resources for men, stuff like that.
Yeah, it was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Probably, probably a nice cause. And then I walked up, and he was like, yeah, just in case you get in a sticky situation, man. And I was like, that's a little weird. And then I looked at his, like, they had like two big not billboard kind of things, but like big like flyers, poster boards that said, and I read it before I grabbed it, and it said abortions hurt women is the first thing I read, and I went, oh no.
I was there to witness it. Like, he was like about to grab it, and then he sees that, he looks the guy in the face, he's like, oh no. And just backs away.
I didn't realize in the moment that I'd like been that dramatic about it. But yeah, it just, I was trying to be nice, and then I saw that and I was like, oh no. Like, just meninous, like, anti-abortion, pro-life people. I was like,
I honestly didn't understand what happened quite, because I didn't read the signs behind him, so I just saw you go, oh no, like right to his face, and then walk off. I was like, what was that?
A part of me felt bad, but another part was like, fuck that guy.
Nah, you should.
Yeah. At the moment, I was like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
And then, like, afterwards, I was like, yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
I just did not realize that I'd done that.
I forgot about that. That shit was so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. What I have in my notes for that is just no.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, nothing else like extravagant happened the last couple weeks. Just been. I bought a stupid WWE game. I've been playing that, and Elden Ring, and been listening to a lot of Chuckle Sandwich. A lot of good stuff on there. I was listening to the Super Mega episode before I got here. But otherwise, nothing too crazy. And we'll get into the music stuff in a little while.
Yeah.
But how have your last couple weeks been, Mike?
Been okay. It's been long. I basically have not had a break since spring break, like, at all. Because over last weekend, on Saturday, I had a band thing, like, in the morning. It was just, like, a special event thing. It was at, like, 8:35 or something like that. So I have a 30-minute drive as well to get to school. So, I was up. I was actually up earlier than I usually get up for school, and then there was an extra credit and like attendance, like an attendance opportunity, I guess, thing for me later that night at like 7:30, and I was like, well, I guess this is what I'm doing. So I was at school for like actually just about 12 hours on a Saturday last week, and that was long. And that concert that was that night was all like nun music, like stuff composed, 1200 stuff, like BC, or not BC, like
nuns before Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there were, but
yeah, like 1100, that kind of stuff. really early stuff, all like, one note monophonic. They were very good. Like, they were very good, but it was very long. And I may or may not have been going in and out consciously throughout there. But, so yeah, there was that, and I was basically just like sat on my ass for like 8 hours in the library. I got some stuff done, which was good, but it was still a lot. And then I had to go back to school again on Sunday for a recital thing for a good friend of mine. So I was just like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then I also like basically was up to the neck with like work needed to get done on Monday. On that Sunday. So, didn't have a weekend, and then, just plowed more through the school week, another, thing on Monday night that I had to be there longer for, and it really got to me on Wednesday. Wednesday, I was fucking tired. Yeah. I was so exhausted, and Wednesdays are, like, my busiest day, like, every semester, just because there's a lot of band and clarinet stuff on those days, and, yeah, I just, ugh. Yeah. I got home and I just went to sleep. It was like 7:00 p.m. and I just basically went to bed. I woke up for like a couple hours and just like did like, I have a lot of Wordle and stuff that I do, like blank dolls. I don't know what that. They should have a name. Wordle clones.
Wordle clones. Yeah. Speaking of those though. Mike, I'm sorry.
I'm talking about how depressed I am right now.
Yeah. Keep that train rolling.
Yeah.
So we play this one called Global, where you guess a country every day.
Is that called World? No, never mind.
World Lol is
yeah, that's a different one that I do.
It's an outline of a country that I just found out about yesterday because you said something and I played it.
Yeah, that one gets hard sometimes because it goes to like the Netherlands and Chile's, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's just islands and shit. Anyways, Global.
And we've been having some friendly competition. And he's the geography guy, so he knows like everything, every country, every name for every country. And me, I just usually like guess. But I was on like a 2-day streak earlier this week, and then he got back. But, it didn't last very long. I'm on a 4-day streak now. And today's was Italy. It took me 5 guesses. How many guesses did it take you, Mike?
I thought you said you weren't going to tell anyone.
Yeah, I was going to tell you I was going to do this yesterday, but I thought it'd be funny to bring it up
just on the spot, embarrass me in front of all of our fans.
All of our 6 people that watch this podcast.
Well... If you take those 6 people and add 10 more, that and then converted that into guesses of countries around the world, yeah.
Where'd you spend 16. Your time at?
Oh man, I don't remember if you explained how the game works, but it's like it's like a hot and cold with countries. You kind of guess where one is, and depending on how red the country is, basically is just how close you are to it. Yeah, I started in Africa. I went to South Africa just to make sure it wasn't south of me, and it wasn't. And then, I don't know, I think I went to Saudi Arabia, see if it was over there. It wasn't. Then I went a little bit in, like, Europe, Upper Europe, wasn't there. Made my way down over by, like, Portugal and Spain, I think, again. And I was like, oh, it's getting closer to Africa, because it was getting redder over there. So then I went into Africa again, to the top of Africa. And then I was like, what the fuck is this? I guessed fucking Malta, which is the tiny island beneath Italy. Because I was like, well, it's not Tunisia, but it's so close. It must be Malta. Nope. And then it was Italy, and I was like, and I did this before him too, and I was just like, I'm gonna kill myself. Is basically what I told him.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like.
How'd you get so fucking lucky?
I don't know. I went Ukraine. I always start in Ukraine because they're always on my mind.
Yeah, that's the other thing. All of them have been like Ukraine adjacent the last 4 days, so like he's been closer.
And then I went with Niger, I went to Spain, and then I went into Africa. I went to I went to Morocco third, And then I did Niger, and that was like the farthest away. So I was like, let's go Italy. And it was Italy. So
why'd you choose that country out of all of them?
I'm Italian.
No, the one before that.
Oh. I don't know. It's one of the African countries that I remember most. It's a fun...
I'm going to start doing Chad and just be like, why'd you choose that? Because I'm a Chad.
I'm a Chad. Yeah. Giga Chad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just had to rub it in his face a little bit. I'm on a 4-day streak, so let's see if he beats me tonight. But
so anyways, this weekend I get to relax after a somewhat long week, mostly just exhausting. And yeah, I don't know, there's like an entire band piece that I need to write like in less than a month now, so that's a little concerning. But I've just been having like severe like writer, like it's do you remember that, like I have like a piano, flute, and clarinet trio that I did like last year. I'm not sure if it was like dedicated to Jake, my cat.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing like not transposing, arranging it for band. So like the material is written, it's just arranging. But so I've been having just like no motivation to do that, like writer's block, and just and then I'm like, I'm not even touching my album stuff, and then blah blah blah. But
speaking of album stuff, though, Mike.
This episode comes out on Monday, and I'm going to be telling everyone on Monday. But I have another song coming out next week. It'll be available April 1st. It's not a joke. It's not a drill. This is serious shit. It's called Be Mine. It's Vince's favorite that he's heard so far.
It's very good.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it. And I think it's a good contrast to November, and it shows... It kind of shows you the little ride you're in for on the album. I guess the more I think about it, I'm like, I kind of am taking a little bit of a 21 Pilots approach to this album. Just like, this song's a different genre than the other one. It just kind of a little bit.
Just kind of happened, you know.
Yeah, just, you know. But it's displaying emotions and stuff like that. I don't remember if I've talked about the concept of the album on here yet, but I will later. But, you know, there's reasons for them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be great. Listen to it, stream it. Yep. You won't regret it.
It'll be good shit, hopefully.
It will be, I promise.
But yeah, there's that. What else did I fucking do?
Not much.
Really, you're not wrong. Not much. I finished up a clarinet piece, which is cool. I like wrote it for my studio that I've been with for 3 years. So, like, I know all the people. We did the first run through of that on Wednesday, and that's gonna be performed in like a couple weeks, I think. And that's pretty cool. It sounded nice. I've never, because of COVID stuff and me being a composer, I kind of got shafted in terms of like not having people to like play stuff that I've written. And I did it to myself last semester because I wrote something for me to play, basically, because I didn't realize it had to be performed. And I was like, well, I guess I'm doing it. Yeah. And then, so it was just me. But now I'm having 9 other people read parts and stuff and coordinating that, and it's cool though. I think it'll turn out nice. Pretty proud of it. So yeah, that was kind of like the only like satisfying part of this week. Everything else was just like. Yeah. But yeah, I listened to some new albums too, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some music news.
Yeah.
We had the Outside music video for 21 Pilots.
You can talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah. You want to do that now, or you want to go over music news and then talk about that?
Let's go over music news first. And
okay.
Then talk about
so yeah, the Outside music video dropped for 21 Pilots. We had a album announcement for Harry Styles.
Harry's House,
May 20th. Excited for that one.
Yeah, I think that should be pretty good. I've liked a lot of Harry's stuff pretty much since he started doing solo artist stuff. So hoping he continues in a good direction.
Hope so. Yeah, I was just talking to Mike about it earlier that I didn't realize how like I've been listening to Harry Styles for like 2 years now, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where did time go?
It's been a long time for me. When did his debut album come out? Because it was about
2017.
I think it was 2017. God damn, that's like 5 years.
That's crazy.
Whew.
Time flies.
Yeah.
he dropped Fine Line like December 2019. So it's been a little while since he's released anything, but I'm excited for it. Hoping good things. We'll do a review of that when it comes out.
Yeah.
I saw. I'm on TikTok a lot, and I watched Charlie Puth will come up on my For You page.
Yeah.
And he did a TikTok where he was talking about this next song that he's gonna drop, but it's about like his like most like his last breakup. It was like 2019 or whatever the fuck, and like he was like crying on TikTok.
Charlie Puth was?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
He was like crying about how much the song means to him and how painful that time in his life was, or something like that. So I like Light Switch. It comes on a lot when I'm working. But I'm wondering how this one's gonna be compared to his other stuff.
I hope it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of Charlie Puth is a weird one for me because like he had an album come out in like 2018 called Voice Notes, I think it was, and there was some pretty good stuff on there, like Attention. You know that song? Like, I just want attention. Yeah. That's a pretty good song. Bass line's pretty great in that. How Long is another good one. There's like. He has some good stuff to him, and he like knows a shit ton about like jazz and music theory and stuff like that. But he, sticks to the pop formula mostly, which is completely fine. Yeah. But like he's capable of doing really cool shit. So like I guess I kind of like his potential more than like most of his output. But
he's really talented.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So I'll probably listen to that when it comes out. There was a Finneas song that dropped last night called Naked. That's like it's a breakup. It's also a breakup song for his like last relationship that he mentions. It's like 2018. It's like so a few years late there, but pretty good.
Same with Charlie Puth.
Yeah. Pretty good song though. It's I've listened to it a couple times, but it's not like amazing. It's good, but it's not like. There's this weird start to it where it's like you know how the Billy's first album starts off with like I have taken out my Invisalign and it's time to start the album. It's like them fucking around for the first couple
starts
minutes.
with them like slurping soup pretty much. Slurping ramen.
It's like it starts out with Finneas fucking around with like a vocoder like weird voice effect. He's like talking into it, and I think either Billy or his girlfriend were like laughing in the background, and like it goes into the song. So but I mean it's
interesting way to start a breakup song.
But it's a pretty good song. And then there was a new Shinedown song, pretty good. It's called The Saints of Violence and Innuendo. It doesn't start off great, but it picks up afterwards, and I don't know if I like it as much as Planet Zero, but it's pretty good still. And the album comes out in less than a month, so I'm pretty excited for that. And then the concert I'm going to is in a couple weeks from Saturday, like 2 weeks from Saturday. So I'll talk about that one after I go to it. But there was also the Weezer album that we'll talk about.
Yep, Season Spring.
EP.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk about that. And then we had like a compilation album that Tyler, the creator, advertised yesterday because he has a new song on it.
Yeah, it's by a guy called Nigo. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. I was looking at his album of the year thing. He his last thing was released in 2000.
Oh, I think he's just a producer at this point.
Maybe, I don't know, but this was his thing released in 2000. Ape Sounds was reviewed pretty well, but this one was not reviewed well at all.
Oh, really?
I only listened to the Tyler song, the one at the end, and I think I've heard the freestyle with ASAP is also pretty good.
Yeah. I didn't listen to the new song yet. I listened to the Lost and Found freestyle and then Aria. But
yeah, I think from what I've seen, you're not really missing out on much of it. But the Come On Let's Go with Tyler, that's a really good track. Like that's, I don't want to say it's potential for track of the year for me, but it's probably going to be in my top ones. I really love the beat on that track.
Although I have to check it out then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that and I was like, what? And then like I tried to find. I went to Tyler's Spotify page, but it wasn't there, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of hard to find, but and I didn't listen to the whole thing, but you know,
Yeah.
nothing much to say about that one.
Yep. There was that, and then also I listened to Noel Miller of Tiny Meat Gang.
Mm-hmm.
He released a song, just a solo song last night, and I took a listen to that. I have nothing to say about it.
All right.
It kind of felt like average run of the mill rap song. Didn't really sound all that cool like I think a lot of his stuff does on Tiny Meat Gang. Like he sounds like cool on that stuff.
Uh-huh.
I thought he sounded like a rapper.
Yeah, there that, and also I haven't listened to it. But another thing was Rex was on a Fantano interview, and he said that he has been working on an album of long songs for a couple years at this point. So hopefully that'll come sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But yeah, hoping for that.
Me too. Yeah, that would be some good shit.
But yeah, I don't know if there's anything
else. I don't think so. There's a lot of things that came out last night. Like there was like a Wallows album. MGK released a new album. Have you seen?
Was it an album or was it a song?
It was an album. Have you seen that album cover?
Yeah. It's like the tomatoes and shit.
Yeah, the pink tomatoes. Everyone's been shitting on it. It looks awful.
He released such a fucking cringy TikTok. Have you seen it?
No, I don't really want to.
He paid for it to be sponsored, so it shows up.
Oh.
And like, people have been, shitting on him because he sucks.
Right.
And like, I didn't realize it's like him talking to the camera. He's like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize that there were gatekeepers for the emo community." And he takes out like a eyeliner pencil. And he's like, emo,
The fuck?
painting under his eyes. And then Fantano responded where he's like, I forget what he said. Let me look at it. Let me look for it.
At this point, we need like MCR to come out and just like kick him out of another genre.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok about that.
That's what needs to happen.
I saw a tweet about that earlier where it was like somebody needs to come out like Eminem did.
Yeah, and kick him out of another genre. Oh man. I know one of my good friends really likes Tickets to My Downfall, and I've heard some people say it's good.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Fantano's promoting my new album.
Yeah. Fuck MGK, dude.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, that came out.
Shitty music.
Denzel Curry also came out, which I think I was seeing was getting some positive scores.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that one.
Yeah. I think that's about it.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff dropped last night.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what it is about the last Friday of March, but
Me neither.
here we are.
Yeah, my song was originally supposed to drop today too, but now I have seemingly no competition. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone else dropped, so.
Watch out, Harry drops a song next week.
He probably will. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about the outside music video, or?
I probably have less to say about Seasons. I mean, however you want to go.
I mean, let's talk about outside first. And
you feeling outside?
Seasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the highly anticipated music video for The Outside came out.
Announced before 2021 even was here?
Yeah, before 2022 was even here.
Oh, fuck. I know what year it is.
Very lore heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place right after the Saturday music video. Tyler and Josh wash up on this island and are greeted by Ned.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Ned.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like there was a lot of stuff dropped on the website, the Dema.org website beforehand, like letters from Clancy, who's the character that's like the overarching character from Trench and Scaled Nicey.
He's basically introduced us to the Trench world with all that cryptic shit. But yeah.
And like Scaled Nicey was an anagram for Clancy is dead, but Clancy isn't dead.
He's not. And now we know that we have seen him, because I think basically the letters imply that Tyler during the big live stream last year was Clancy, and then I think also it was implied that in Saturday he was Clancy. Right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what it was?
It was on the submarine, and
So I guess that means in The Outside he's also Clancy.
Yeah.
Then I didn't even put that together.
But yeah, Ned there's a bunch of Neds there,
mm-hmm.
and at the end it's like it's a big like Tyler just dancing on the beach with Ned gave him his antlers, and apparently those allow him to take control of the bishops, and he's the weapon apparently.
Yeah.
And it seems like Keon's or whoever dies at the end of that music video, so there's one out of 9 are down. Yeah,
but while Tyler was dancing at the very end of it, he smashes one of those blue lights, the neon gravestone maybe, I don't know. Yeah. And then blue fire comes out, and then at the very end, you see, you kind of see like in the background like Dima burning with like blue fire. Yeah. And then there's the 2 kids from the Nico and the Niners music video, just
all
like
grown up.
They're like, oh, there's people out there, refuge. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like Tyler or Clancy and Josh, I guess, like go up onto a cliff with torches, and then a bunch of torches light up, and apparently in like Morse code, it was like east is up.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's really cool.
That was cool. There was a lot of like yellow things happening in the music video, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting. I don't know how close they are to finishing the next album, if they are at all, but I'm really excited for it. And this music video is one of their best, I think.
It's shot very well. Yeah. I really love the director. I'm pretty sure this is the same director that they work with for like Jumpsuit and Nico and stuff. I really love the feel he gives to their stuff. Like I rewatched the Jumpsuit music video the other day, and I was like, this is just like, this literally feels like iconic and nostalgic to me. Yeah. Like it's so good.
I know I've talked about it on here before, but like waking up on like July 11th of 2018 and like hearing the 21 Pilots drop to fucking couple songs in a music video, I was like, what? And then watching that video for the first time, I was like,
I still very much remember, clicking that video, and then I got immediately spoiled for how Jumpsuit ends, because like the ad that I got was an ad for I think it was the Bandito tour. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it would have been.
It was because they announced that at the exact same time. So like I got an ad for the Bandito tour, and like the ad was like Tyler screaming Jumpsuit. I was like, what the fuck am I about to listen to? I was like, what the hell? Yeah. I kind of almost wish that didn't happen, so I didn't get that screaming part spoiled, but you know, whatever. But, anyways, he does great music videos. I should learn his name, whoever does those.
I forget his name as well, but he's very good, and I'm very excited for the next chapter in the story.
Me too.
But for now, that's the end of the lore.
Yeah.
So we can talk about the Weezer EP.
Yeah.
Seasons.
Weezer EP.
Weezer EP Spring. It's okay.
Okay. I'm glad we're agreeing there.
Yeah, it's nothing special. Like I feel like it captures spring pretty well. Like there's a lot of like birds chirping and like wind blowing through the leaves placed throughout the songs, but it's nothing like crazy good. It's very nerdy at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's called Opening Night, and it's like a whole Shakespeare thing.
Yeah, and he's singing. The verses are sung in the tune of Vivaldi's Spring.
Yeah.
And there's some lines in there that are interesting, like Shakespeare makes me happy. Yeah. Just like, oh, okay.
It's
that's
silly.
What we're going for.
It's nerdy Weezer shit.
Yeah.
I like it, but it's it's not perfect. Like I like the stuff they do on Angels and on Vacation. Like at the end where it's all creepy and dissonant and stuff like that. That was pretty interesting to see. And then it goes into a little bit of Love, which is the single they dropped for it. And I like that one. It's nice and upbeat. But I didn't like the Garden of Eden. It was weird. And I could not tell you what All This Love and Wild at Heart sound like.
Oh, really?
I haven't listened to this in a couple of days.
Yeah, I listened to it again last night just to prep, so I had at least something to say.
Yeah, the sound of drums is okay. But I'm more looking forward to like summer and autumn. But you know, I don't have much to say. It's 7 songs. There's an extra song on the vinyl, but I'm not gonna get the vinyl of it.
Yeah.
So
it is a really nice album art. I will say
yeah.
that. I actually really do dig that album art quite a bit.
Me too.
Yeah, I guess I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
This does like nothing for me. I know Weezer is really like kind of hit or miss with their stuff from what I hear. And I've only really listened to OK Human and Van Weezer, so like I already
did you get through Van Weezer?
Yeah, I listened to it once.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And never had a desire to go back. That one just straight up was not for me. I could tell that. Yeah, this one I don't know. Like it's mostly not bad. I really I don't know. Something about the really cheery vibe. Maybe it just wasn't what I needed this week or something, but I was just like it just sounds like too happy sappy, like to the point where it's like kind of sickening. It's like so sweet that it's like ugh.
Yeah.
I liked Angels on Vacation. I particularly the ending bit because I'm like, oh, okay, there's some interesting stuff happening here. A little bit of Love is all right. All This Love I thought was okay. There's some parts of it that I like quite a bit. And While That Heart I thought was also pretty decent. That was probably another standout for me. Yeah. Same with you. Garden Eden wasn't connecting with me. For me, though, Sound of Drums, I something about that one I really did not like.
That's understandable.
Yeah. But, like, you know, it's... I guess it's relatively inoffensive. It's just... it did nothing for me. I'm still excited. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's completely understandable.
I'm still excited for other ones, like you said. Like, the ending of Wild at Heart starts doing, like, this like kind of heavy guitar thing. I'm pretty sure that's going to transition into summer, I'm guessing. And, like... That sounded cool. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to summer now.
I'm excited for them to continue this season thing. It's it's an interesting idea, and I think it's really cool. But it's just, you know, this one was like you said, it's like sickly sweet.
Yeah.
And which makes sense for the season, like exiting winter, the dead, gross, cold month and or season into the nice, lively, green month season. Unlike what we have right now here, because it got fucking cold again, and I hate the Midwest.
It kind of felt like this when the record came out a little bit. But now we are back to cold.
Yeah, I fucking
and very windy.
Yes. Yeah. Oh god, I fucking hate driving in the wind.
Yeah, it's very windy today.
But yeah, I gave it like a 5.5. You know,
I'm at the same place. I'm at a light 5 is what I have. On the album of the year I reviewed it, I just gave it a straight 50. I'm like, I don't. This does nothing.
Yeah, I'm excited for the other seasons, but you know, this one it's fine. It's middle of the road. Fantano also gave it a 5. So
it seems to be the general consensus.
Yeah. Oh, another thing in music news, Lil Nas X came back to social media after a while, and he was like, what should I drop first? And there were a couple songs, and people were like, you working on a tour? He was like, no, next album's almost done.
Just casually.
Yeah. Like, what? Like, his debut album just came out in September. It's like the work.
Was it really September?
Yeah, it was September.
For some reason, I feel like that was earlier in the year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, like the work ethic on these fuckers right now. It's like
I know.
Going crazy.
Not touring, I guess. I mean, well, nowadays they are, but
yeah, no.
For a while.
I mean, I did bring that up to you. Yeah, you said they're not touring. I said, well, neither are you, but.
And then I got sad and stopped talking. And I'm going to do that for the rest of the podcast now. So, welcome to Colin's Corner.
All right. Colin's Corner Part 2. No, it's okay.
But
yeah. They're professionals and you're not. It's fine.
Yeah, not yet.
Forever.
All right, lost my number 1 fan. Mom, counting on you.
Mom.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, I don't really have much to say about seasons. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to it. If you're not missing anything, really.
Yeah. If the other seasons turn out to be pretty good, I think it might be just start where it starts and see that. But for now, if you're feeling it, at least Angels. What is it called?
Angels on Vacation.
That one's pretty good. That's probably worth a check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Love's fun too.
A little bit of Love's alright. Yeah.
But yeah, it's the end of the month.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue with our tradition this year of the monthly roundup, where we talk about our albums that we listen to throughout the month.
Yeah.
And I've listened to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I guess 6 with Weezer.
Oh, I've also listened to 6.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. 2 of them were this week. I was kind of in a new album mood, so.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Why don't you start first, Mike?
Okay. So the very first thing, like I alluded to earlier this episode, was the very first new thing that I listened to was Stoney by Post Malone. I listened to that for the artist analysis that we did on him last week. Was really like 3 weeks ago for us. And you know, it's all right. I still feel like, you know, Light 5, Strong 4. I have not revisited it since that video, but like, it just kind of wasn't for me. But it was something that I listened to, so
yeah,
there you go. I had heard the other 2 Post Malone albums at least once before, even if I didn't really remember much of Hollywood's Bleeding. But yeah, that's kind of all I really have to say about it. What the fuck's on that? I like Congratulations. MGK was on my screen.
Harry changed his profile picture.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Broken whiskey glass you liked for some reason.
I did kind of like the vibe of that one.
I Fall Apart.
I Fall Apart. I like. White Iverson's
Up
alright.
There.
I don't remember Up There. Feeling Whitney, I remember kind of liking. Yeah, I don't know. It was just.
You didn't like the Justin Bieber song.
I did not like the Justin Bieber song. I don't remember why, but you know, it happened. I listened to it. Don't got much to say.
Yeah.
Like Strong 4, Light 5, something like that.
Not a great album.
Yeah.
But we talked about it already, and you watched it.
Exactly. And if you didn't,
fuck you.
Yeah.
And get out. So I listened to the first album I listened to was A Moonshaped Pool.
Oh yeah.
Radiohead. Great album. I love the soundscapes and I love the beautiful instrumentals.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very sad album, but it feels necessary for you know what was going on in Thom Yorke's life.
Thom Yorke.
Yeah.
I guess I'll pull these up just in case you
I'm gonna
have anything to say.
But, you know, I haven't come back to it since I listened to it, mostly because I haven't wanted to feel depressed.
Yeah.
But it's very good, and I'll listen to it again at some point.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite tracks off of it were Burn the Witch, Glass Eyes, and Identikit, and I give it like an 8.
Okay.
For now. You know, we might shrink, might grow, we'll see.
Yeah. No, totally.
Next listen. But, yeah, I like the Moonshaped Pool a lot, and I definitely recommend it.
Yeah. That's cool. I will get more into it whenever we get around to a Radiohead artist analysis. But this is my personal favorite Radiohead album. I don't think it's their best one, but it's the one that I like the most because I'm a big sucker for like these, you know, acoustic like strings and pianos and like acoustic guitars mixed with electronic drums and like synths and shit like that. I'm a huge fan of that, and they do that perfectly on this record. Yeah. I just want to give that little spiel. This is like one of my favorites.
It's a very good album.
It's not for everyone. It's very, you know, like you said, depressing. It's down. It's very slow too. Yeah. But that's why I like about it. It's a very pretty, depressing mess. Not mess, but
you know, it's good though. I definitely recommend it. But, I mean, if you're gonna listen to any Radiohead album, probably In Rainbows is where you.
In Rainbows has been aging so well. Like the sound of that album in like 2007 is kind of like what a lot of just indie stuff sounds like right now. So that's definitely a good one to start
In
with.
Rainbows or you know the classic OK Computer.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this album a lot.
Yeah.
So
cool.
What's next for you?
Next I got Who Cares? Rex Orange County. So we talked about this 2 weeks ago for you guys, once again like 3 weeks ago for us. I still feel pretty much the same about it. I like it. I think it's good. I've listened to it like once or twice since then, and my opinions haven't really changed at all. So like it's still like a strong 7 for me. It's good stuff. Definitely one that you should check out for this year if you want some good vibes.
Yeah, for sure. It's some classic Rex.
Yeah.
My next one was Nevermind by Nirvana. You know, I was raised to hate the band by my dad.
It's in your blood.
So it was in my blood for a while to just like be like, fuck Nirvana, they suck ass, and you know. But after seeing the Batman and Something in the Way was like the track that was played throughout the movie, I was like, nah, I gotta listen to it. Yeah. So I did listen to it, and I liked it quite a bit. It's pretty good, and you know, I like how they can go hard and then turn around and go slow and emotional. But that's just, you know, Kurt Cobain's depression, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I can't say that I loved it, but I did like it quite a bit, and I listened to it a couple times throughout the week that I tried it out. And yeah, my favorite tracks were Come As You Are, In Bloom, Lithium, and Something in the Way, and I gave it like a 7.
Cool.
So yeah, I like this album quite a bit. If you like grungy type music and you haven't listened to this for some reason, go ahead and check it out.
Cool. Yeah. I may check that out at some point. I don't know. We'll see.
You definitely won't connect with it as much. But. Yeah.
Something in the Way is a pretty decent song. But, hello? Is that... Usually that works. Okay, whatever. Oh. Next I have Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. I have a list of... that I've titled albums I've been meaning to listen to in my phone because there is a lot of them. And I'm just like... I needed a place to organize these, and I have them numbered, so I've been kind of random number generator every now and then when I'm feeling it. And the first one that worked with was Daft Punk's Random Access Memories, which is one that I put in there because of this cutie right here. I listened to it because you liked it a lot, and you were telling me that I should listen to it at some point. Yeah. And yeah, I definitely need to listen to it a few more times, but I liked it from what I heard. The ones that I can remember, you know, just straight up liking a lot. I liked Instant Crush with Julian Casablancas quite a bit. I think I may have given you faulty information. It may just have been Fantana who didn't like this song.
I've heard other people dislike it as well.
Oh, really? Because on the Album of the Year, it's one of the highest rated ones on the record. So, and like it's a pretty highly rated record. So
I think that. I think Mike the Snare said something about it. Like he was like, I just don't understand why they put a voice effect.
That's
on
right.
Julian.
Yeah, he did say that. Didn't he?
But I like it quite a bit. So.
I liked it quite a bit too. I think that was definitely a standout one. You know, Get Lucky's classic, iconic at this point. How does it have less streams than Instant Crush? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
Interesting. I think I remember liking Beyond as well. And then Contact, the closer, I remember being like, whoa. I think it got like kind of noisy at one point. I was like, yo, what the hell? This is cool as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of a long record, but it's really good. And I've been meaning to do like homework with it because it seems like perfect background music for me. Like just really solid background music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would probably give it like, what would I give this? Maybe like light 8, decent 8, somewhere in there, I'm thinking. I'll have to listen to it more to give a solid score, but yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
What did I give that album? Was that a January album? Wasn't it in January?
I think it was one of the first ones you listened to.
Holy shit. That doesn't feel like that long.
Yeah. I look up Mike the Snare, Daft Punk, because you listened to it pretty close after that, didn't you?
Yeah, I think right after I listened.
2 months ago, January 21st is when that came out. So.
Yeah, probably. Well.
Yeah.
It's probably my last album of the month. Last month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Let's see.
What you got in store for us, Colin?
Maybe not. Did I write it down?
I don't know.
I had to.
Maybe you're going off the dome.
Did I not rate it? Oh yeah, I gave it like a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. I still like that album quite a bit.
Yeah.
Give Life Back to Music.
That was pretty good.
A really fun way to start off the album. But yeah, great. Glad you listened to it. Glad you liked it.
Yeah.
My next one was Who Cares?
Mm-hmm.
I still like this album quite a bit. It may have shrunk just a tad, but not by a lot. I like the feel of Rex and Benny together. I still like it better than Pony, but just not as much as Apricot Princess. I don't have a ton to say about it because we did a whole episode about it.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite tracks are 1 in a Million, Open a Window, The Shade, and Shoot Me Down. And I'd probably give it like 7.5
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, just shrunk a tad, not a ton.
Just a touch. Yeah, if I had to say my favorite tracks for this one, it'd probably be Open a Window, Worth It, and Shoot Me Down.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what I would say. But yeah.
Yeah, Worth It's good too. I like that one.
Yeah.
And then...
Then Season Spring, we just talked about it. I don't have much else more to say. Like I said, it did kind of nothing for me. I liked Angels on Vacation, and I liked Wild at Heart. I think it was all right. Yeah. Decent 5. Like 5.
The next one I have is Funeral by Arcade Fire.
Oh, shit. I didn't know I forgot that you listened to that.
It was last week.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I meant to listen to this one for a long time.
It's on my list of,
I pulled it off of Mike's list because he sent it to me. I was like, I should listen to that. And I did, and it's pretty good. I don't like it as much as The Suburbs, but I can definitely see why it's a classic in people's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a different sound than what I'm used to with Arcade Fire. It's more like, it feels like Cage the Elephant a little bit.
Okay.
It's like more rock heavy. Like modern rock-ish, with they still have like their violins and stuff like that, and like the female singer in there, and it still feels like Arcade Fire, but I just it didn't click with me as much as The Suburbs did and has for years, but it's still very good, and I definitely recommend it. Yeah, you should definitely check that one out, Mike.
I started listening to it one day, and then just something got in the way, and then I was like, oh, I kind of need to restart this if I were to listen to it again.
Yeah. But I definitely recommend it. I like my favorite tracks were Power Out, Crown of Love, Tunnels, and whatever that French one is, Une année sans lumière.
Am I blind? Where the fuck is that?
This is one.
Oh my god, I am blind. Okay.
But I give it like a 7.5 for now. I might grow as I try to listen to it again. But yeah, good. Apparently Wake Up is the most streamed one on there, so I might have to check that one out again. The reason I started listening to that one was because a lot of people have compared the Ants From Up There, the new Black Country New Road album, to somewhat like this sound. They feel like a modern version of Funeral by Arcade Fire. I've been seeing that like a lot, and I think we all know how I feel about Ants From Up There. Yeah, he hates it. So
fucking awful. So I just wanted to see what inspired that shit.
Bullshit. Awful. Just shit music.
0 out of 0.
That's a good score. But that's 100%.
So I'll go back to listening to that whole thing at some point. But
I wish I had more to say about it, but I listened to it during the week where I worked every fucking day, so I don't remember a ton of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely check it out if you like Arcade Fire, and you haven't listened to it, I guess. But what do you got next?
Yeah, so for my last two, I listened to them both this week, and they were both randomly picked, but I guess they were just picking, two of the most iconic album arts, probably ever. The first one that I listened to was everyone's favorite Light Refraction album, Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. This is my first Pink Floyd album. I've never listened to one before, but I also have other ones on there like The Wall and Wish You Were Here. And then also I've been seeing that Animals? Is that what it's called?
Animals, yeah.
I saw an album of the year. That one was like really highly rated too. So maybe I'll add that in there as well.
Mike listening to something that came out before 1990?
I know, it's crazy. And the other one I'm going to talk about was even earlier than this one. So it's fucking wild. I know.
It's fucking crazy. That's big for him.
It actually kind of is.
Other than the Beatles, he's never heard anything before 1990.
That's not incorrect. That I've listened to like by myself, like willingly.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've listened to the Fleetwood Mac album like once or twice, and that's about it. So yes, but this I liked quite a bit of this. I think it was pretty cool. It had a cool space theme to it, but also like a lot of stuff about, brain damage and just like mental illness. It kind of felt like a lot of cool subjects on that in there. It was a lot more instrumental than I was expecting. It's kind of ambient in a way, a lot of sound effects going on. But it was cool. The only tracks I've heard from here were Money and Great Gig in the Sky. And Money, I like it, but I feel like it doesn't fit in with the rest of the album. Really? Yeah, it really... Yeah, because everything else like has like kind of a spacey kind of quality to it, and then there's just... Money! Like, it's just kind of like your typical rock song, I guess. But like, it's good, though. But yeah, I like quite a bit of it. My favorite tracks were probably... I liked Breathe in the Air quite a bit. It was a good opener to the record. Then Great Gig in the Sky and Money. I also really liked Us and Them, but I can't tell you what it sounded like at the moment. I think I liked Brain Damage as well. It's a really good album. I'd probably give it like a strong 8.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely like heard this in passing before. I think like my dad put it on the record player at his house like during winter break, and I listened to it in the background, but I don't remember much about it.
Yeah,
it's one that I also have meant to listen to for a long time. I do like Wish You Were Here that Mike mentioned a lot. It's only like 5 songs, but
they're kind of long, aren't they?
Yeah, they're kind of long. Wish You Were Here is like an amazing song. So yeah, I'll have to listen to this one more in depth, but yeah, good choice.
Yeah. It was randomly chosen, but
like big for you still. So I also listened to Seasons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't have much to say about it, other than what we already said.
Every time I go to my homepage on Spotify, MGK's blue eyes are staring at me.
Emo. We like 5.5. Nothing much to say about it. I liked Angels on Vacation, A Little Bit of Love, and I think the last 2. I don't remember. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have... I listened to another iconic album, In the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson. If you guys look up this album cover, it has a man screaming on it. But like it's a very iconic picture of a man screaming. And I've heard like amazing things about this record like all the time. And I knew part of the first track because it's sampled in Kanye's Power. The part where it goes, Jay's get soy, man. Like that's literally the song right there. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But what really made me want to listen to this actually wasn't randomly generated. Now that I think about it, this wasn't randomly generated. I picked this myself. Because Black Midi, they released like a little like 3-song like cover thing, like I think earlier this week. Yeah. And this was the 21st Century Schizoid Man was the first cover on there. I was like, oh, that was cool. Let's see what the original sounds like. And I was like, oh, that was really cool. And then I just listened to the album and I was like, whoa.
Is it only 5 songs long?
It is, yeah. It's 5 tracks. I mean, they're kind of long. This album is... I've been watching a lot of stuff on it because I've been liking the album a lot. And apparently a lot of people consider this to be the first like prog rock album is what? Progressive rock. Which I didn't really get that vibe too much from listening to it, but I guess I could see where it comes from. It's a lot more like subdued than I was expecting it to be. Like the first song like kicks ass, like it's really rock and jazz and like it's cool as fuck. But like the rest of it is like really like heartfelt. I don't know. It's really beautiful stuff. Huh. Yeah, and I really have been loving this record like a lot. This is I really like a lot of it. 21st Century Schizoid Man's great. I Talk to the Wind, it's gorgeous. Epitaph is haunting. There's like a little crescendo in here that's like whoa, it's like mind blowing. Moonchild's the only song where I'm like, it could be a little shorter because it kind of starts off like with a normal song and then it gets into like this. I think what it literally is them just doing like improv.
Okay.
But it goes on for like literally like 9 minutes, I think. It's cool, but it's long. Okay. And then the closer, Court of the Crimson King, is also great. Yeah, sorry, I kind of went on a little bit for this
Don't
one,
even
but yeah, I really liked In the Court of the Crimson King. I would, at the moment, I have it like a decent 9.
Wow.
It's really good. I've been listening to it a lot.
Yeah, definitely check that one out then.
Yeah, I think you would like it. It came out in 1969, and like some songs.
Good year.
Yeah, the summer of '69. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Summer
there's a
of-
couple of songs that do kind of give me some Beatles vibes, especially "I Talk to the Wind."
Okay.
So yeah,
I talk to the wind.
pretty much. You're not too far off. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm proud of you, Mike.
Thank you. I know 2 really early albums.
Really early album.
Yeah.
They're actually the year 69.
Mm-hmm. No, 19.
And then my last album for the month, I listened to Vampire Weekend by Vampire Weekend.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a much different sound than I was expecting. I was, with that name, I was expecting more of like an emo, like MCR-ish type sound. But it was like it was very Strokes inspired. And it's a lot of fun. It's I didn't realize I know a couple songs off of it, including A Punk and Campus. They've been used on TikTok a lot. And you'd probably recognize them if you heard them.
Excuse me.
But it's not like, it's pretty good. It didn't really stick with me. But I've heard a lot of good stuff about, I think, their most recent album. I don't know what it's called, but I know people like it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll check out Vast Empire, Elden Ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Father of the Bride. I've heard a lot of good stuff about that one.
Oh my god, very long. Well, at least a lot of tracks.
Oh, it's 2 discs.
This
But
one you listen to?
no, I listened to the first one.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But yeah, I don't have much to say about it. It didn't really stick with me, but I did like the sound of it. I like the sound of the Strokes, so it's very similar. But my favorite tracks were A Punk, Campus, Oxford, Comma, and Bryn, and I give it like a light 7.
Nice.
For now. We'll see. It might grow on me as I listen to it again, but yeah.
Cool.
Those are my albums of the month.
And those were my albums of the month.
So yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to get more in depth with the albums I listen to this next month. But for now, that's it.
Yeah. For a while I was thinking mine was going to be really short this month, but then I did 2 this week. Actually, I did 3 this week. Seasons was also this week. So then it just, literally doubled in size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like something else doubled in size. When he listens to Ants from Up There.
Very much. My heart doubles in size.
Yeah. He's the Grinch.
I start to feel things again.
And then he feels himself over. Like every time, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I
He's
just
in
want
the
to.
car sometimes.
I just want to reenact Basketball Shoes, the ending.
Yeah.
When he sings "In My Bed Sheets Now Wet," I want it to be an immersive experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Charlie XCX released an album.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Basketball Shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people, because a lot of people like her a lot, like the last couple records she's done.
Isaac likes her a lot.
Well, yes, that's for sure. But the last few records that she's done, a lot of people liked, Fantano included. But this one, a lot of people were like, like, it's probably the worst she sounded in a while, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've tried Charlie XCX a couple times. Also, that was before I liked hyperpop stuff, though. That's what she had been doing recently. So maybe I'll check her out again.
Yeah.
But
Fantano tweeted that the album was out, and she was like, "I know you went in not expecting to. I know you didn't go in expecting to love the album, but you didn't like Lightning." And he was like,
"Oh, Brad said that."
No, Charlie responded.
Oh, really? Charlie said that. Goddamn.
And he was like, "Sorry."
I saw Brad commented that on the video.
Oh, really?
Something like that. Yeah. Goddamn.
But yeah, that's another thing. Just in music news, I guess.
Yeah, that came out last week, I think. So. Yeah. But yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think
we get
so.
into Song of the Week?
I don't believe so. No. Yeah.
All right. Well,
good.
I guess it's you.
It is first. Me this week because you were technically last week. I Yeah. Well, I think John went first, but then you went after.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because we got like all flipped around.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, it is me this week. I'm gonna go with something off that the King Crimson album.
Adam Sandler's in the room. King Crazy.
I don't know. I think it really fits with God damn it, MGK.
Fuck off.
Get out of here.
What's his name? Colson?
MGK's name is Colson?
It's something like that.
Oh my god.
What's MGK's real name?
Oh wait, hold on a second. This needs to be
Tom Yorkie, what up?
You weren't expecting.
It gets me every time.
Colson Baker. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Colson. Ew. Is that Pete Wentz?
Yep. No, that's Pete Davidson.
So I'm choosing one from In the Court of the Crimson King. They're all kind of long songs. I do like I Talk to the Wind a lot, and I think it fits with the weather today.
Okay.
And I think you'll like it. So
cool.
I Talk to the Wind, King Crimson.
I talk to the wind.
All right, I talk to the wind. See, you weren't all that far.
No.
King Crimson.
Well, you said it was like the Beatles, so I just did a Beatles impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I wrong though?
No.
Definitely sounds
not.
like a Beatles track.
That could have been like a B-side on either like Magical Mystery Tour or Sgt. Pepper.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it like that fits in kind of with like Strawberry Fields, like
a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit in that kind of era. So yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's definitely like a really pretty song on the album. Really, probably the calmest moment I'd say. But a lot of the album just is really, heartfelt like that.
Oh, yeah,
has a lot of soul to it.
It's weird that they brought sexuality into it, but
the straight man to the whoever man, I forget.
To the late man.
To the late man, yeah.
But yeah, it was a good song. I liked it a lot. I was really feeling it for a while. My eyes closed, kind of like rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Fucking cool fucking flute solos and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that was nuts.
yeah, the flute goes crazy on that. I was telling you while we were listening, but I think I was reading that one guy did all the woodwinds on the record. Like, there's clarinet background in that one. There's bass clarinet on some tracks. There's flute. There's saxophone on, like, the opening track. Like, and I think he does vibraphone on some of them, too. And then I'm guessing he probably also plays regular rock stuff if he's in the band in general.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that guy went off.
Yeah, he's crazy. I like that song a lot. Definitely sold me on listening to it.
Yeah, I think you would like the album.
Oh, for sure. It's like anything like that. But.
And the drums throughout like all have that tone to them, like that like really crisp snare tone. Mm-hmm. Like if you think of like even in the Kanye song, the 21st century skits, like the drums that are happening in the background there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same kind of sound that just sticks throughout the whole album. It's so like I fucking love the sound of those drums. They're so punchy.
60s fucking UK had all the good shit.
They really did. Yeah. I like too many British artists.
Yeah, you do.
Like pretty much everyone I fall in love with as a rock artist is British. So
they're just they're great at it. I don't know how the fuck they do it.
Yeah.
Just something in their blood, I guess.
Yeah. The British blood. Anyways.
Yeah, but. Yeah, I already spoiled it for Mike.
Yeah, speaking of British people.
Yeah. I already spoiled some of the song for Mike because I was trying to figure whatever out. It's been kind of a blur of a month, and I didn't want to pick anything off of Seasons because nothing that really clicked with me.
Mm-hmm.
But Nevermind did, and I'm going to go with Lithium off of Nevermind by Nirvana.
All right, Lithium.
In our days, 'cause I found God.
All right, Lithium by Nirvana off of Nevermind.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
Definitely grungy.
Yeah.
I only like real exposure to grunge sound has been listening to the first Radiohead album and like whatever Nirvana song I've heard in passing. So I mean, I don't know. It's all right.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
it's samey throughout. Like it's the same lyrics over and over again, but
I will say it was more varied, like sonically, than I thought it would be. Like I did like how the verses and the chorus felt different but connected.
Yeah. It starts off with like slow, kind of brighter sound, and then it goes into this like breakdown of grungy, hard, rockish stuff. So yeah, I like that one, and I don't have much to say about it, but I like it a lot. I like it.
When I listen to Dark Side of the Moon, I listen to some people's favorite T-shirt design, and then you also listen to some people's favorite T-shirt design with Nirvana.
And I had to look at a baby dick, so you also have to look at a baby dick now. Did you hear that guy tried to sue Nirvana?
Yeah.
For like
sexually,
it was like
something like that.
Life. It was like it was like depression caused by being photographed as a naked baby in a pool or whatever the fuck.
Even though he like recreated the picture like 10 years ago or something like that.
Yeah. Just trying to get money.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I like that song. Like that album.
Yeah.
Go ahead and listen to it.
Cool.
Yeah. Anything else for this week, Mike?
I don't really think so, honestly. I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Went through a lot.
I guess one thing, Olivia Rodrigo's like sour movie film, whatever the fuck. Came out on Disney Plus today. I have not watched it. I might watch it. We'll see.
I saw because he was posting pictures about it. Apparently, Jacob Collier is in it.
Oh, really?
I don't know why.
Interesting.
I guess he's just vibing there with Olivia. But I was like, okay.
Yeah. All right. One thing I didn't know is that she's dating that Conan Gray guy. I don't know if you know who that is.
I think I've seen pictures of him on her page.
Yeah.
I think.
And like, he's another music artist that I just didn't know she was dating. But there you go. I don't know. I might watch it.
Did you get sad after you heard that?
Yeah.
A little bit.
No. I'm more of a Billy guy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Billy Joel Armstrong. I know
yes.
you, yeah.
Yeah. Billy Joel Armstrong. I'll fuck you.
And Billy Ray Cyrus at the same time.
Damn.
Sorry, we're as Nirvana says, "I'm so horny."
Yes,
I think that's what the lyric was. He says something about being horny.
So horny.
Yeah.
He also says, "I'm so happy," and that he found God. So
I'm sure.
Yeah, sure he did.
I'm gonna stop
afterwards.
the joke there.
Yeah. He found God after that one faithful night.
In 1999.
it was like 93 or 4. Yeah, Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain.
So if you guys enjoyed the episode, if you're listening on streaming services, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Sorry, he's getting flashbacks to that night in '93.
I wanted to be straight faced the whole time.
I'm sorry. If you're listening on streaming services, thank you very much. We enjoy it. We appreciate it as well. And if you want, you can check out YouTube to see our beautiful faces. But also you can go there to get links in the description to find links to the Song of the Week playlists where you can listen to I Talk to the Wind or listen to Lithium or any of the other songs we've chosen in these 56 episodes. We got individual playlists as well as one combined one with our guests. And then we got the link to the Twitter page. We also got socials for me. You got my... what the fuck is down there? I have Album of the Year page. I have Instagram. I have my Spotify and Apple Music. Keep an eye on that for next Friday, or this coming Friday for you guys.
Ooh, yeah, baby!
Look out for Be Mine, because it will be yours.
Fuck yeah.
That's what I should have titled my Instagram post. Be Mine will be yours. I don't know.
You should.
I'm thinking out loud right now, Ed Sheeran style. Yeah, there's that. And then also Colin, he has his Album of the Year page as well as his Instagram review page. You can go check those out. Give him some love. I think that's all.
I think so. I know we got quite a few views in the first couple of days on the Post Malone artist analysis. So if you're staying from that, thank you.
Hello.
And for everybody else, smash that motherfucking like button and ring that goddamn bell, or I'll come to your house and kill you in the middle of the night.
like he did in '93. That fateful night in '93.
Yeah. I traveled back in time and I fucking murdered Kurt Cobain.